Hello there, and thank you for coming to Back to School Night. My name is Jake Rupp. I teach your child's young adult novel course. It is my 15th year of teaching, and in those 15 years, I've been at Erie for 4 of them, and I got to create this class 3 years ago. The focus of this elective, which first of all, your kids are the coolest because they signed up for a class where they read books by choice, so you should be pretty proud of that. The focus of this course really is to look at the idea of the young adult as it is portrayed in literature. You know, so often in our English classes, we're reading books that are, of course, of literary value, but they're not books that were written with our students in mind. We can learn from them, but in a course like Young Adult Novel, we finally get to give students books that were focused on the experience of either them or people like them. And so that's the class that your child signed up for. That's the reading they should be doing at home. And so in the course, the way that we structure it, over the course of the semester, we have a series of 5 to 6 units that span over 3 weeks or so each. Over the course of that time, they are expected to read a novel and do some kind of project with it. They're getting a half an hour in class, as it looks right now, to read that book on their own and do any kind of work that lends them towards this final product, whatever it might be. For the most part, they have a choice from a list of texts, and they can share that with you. It's in the syllabus. But they get to choose. It's very self-directed, which I think is kind of the allure of it. You know, kids want to be in charge of their education, so good for them. So in addition to these units, there's only one book we read together. We read The Hunger Games because odds are they were way too young when they read it the first time and they missed all of the wild things that are really going on in terms of, you know, just the power young adults have. And that's really what this class is trying to be, is empowering. In terms of grades, you'll see them updated pretty frequently. There's a lot of weighted grades in this course because so many of the students here are seniors or are college bound. I try to model it after the idea of assignments that are less frequent, but of higher weight that they've been doing progress or processes on as we go along. So it's a very discussion-based course. We move into breakout rooms now that they exist and students are able to talk and work with one another. And I try to be as engaging as possible in, you know, my big empty room here. So if you ever have any questions, go ahead and let me know. Students are normally successful in young adult novels, and that's because they've chosen to read. And I think there's a nostalgia to it that sort of brings them back to, you know, when they were young and they wanted to read and they could get lost in things. And for some of them, they haven't felt like that in a long time. And that's what this class is really trying to rebuild, is just the interest in it. I don't know, reading's fun. So if you ever need anything, or your students ever need anything, please just send me an email. You know, I'd love to converse with you, to converse with your children, you know, whatever I can do to help. That's why they keep me on the payroll. So if you need anything, let me know. Thank you, guys.